one incident at the time of Buddha. One day, a very young man came, crying. Hey, what happened? Kept on crying. What happened? Sir, yesterday my father died. Well, he died. By crying, he can't come back. No use crying. Why you cry? Oh, sir, I have come to you with a special request. What special request? Please, sir, do something for my father, the dead father. Hey, what can I do for your dead father? You can do so much, sir. You are so powerful. You are so powerful, such a great man. Look, these ordinary priests, they perform certain rites or rituals, and as they perform the rites and rituals, one gets the entry visa in the heaven. And you, sir, if you perform some rites or rituals for my father will get not only entry visa, he will get permanent stay. He will get a green card for heaven. Please, sir, do something for my father. Mad fellow. Buddha knew any kind of argument won't work. He is so emotional at this stage. He had his own way of explaining things. He said, all right, go to the market, buy 2 earthen pots. Very happy. Buddha is now going to perform some rite and ritual for my father. Purchase 2 earthen pots. Fill one with butter. We call it ghee, butter. Fill the other with stones, pebbles. Did it. Close their mouth. Seal properly. Did it. Now place them both in this pond nearby. Placed it. With the weight they went down to the bottom. Bring a big stick and a strong stick. Strike at them. Break them open. They were broken open. He was so happy. Buddha is performing a wonderful rite or ritual for my father. India is a vast land and a very ancient land. A land of diversities, land of extremes. You find people reaching the stage of full enlightenment like Buddha, and you find people so ignorant, rolling in all these blind faiths and beliefs and dogmas, etc. Now there is a belief, when the father or mother dies, the son will take the dead body and put on the funeral pyre and burn. When it is half burned, he takes a big stick and strikes at the skull. The skull is broken. And they believe, here the skull is broken, and there the gateway of heaven is broken. And one gets the entry. Now, because the father is already died and his body was already burnt yesterday, now as a symbol he is making me break these earthen pots. And he did that. One that contained butter, that butter came up and started floating on the surface. One that contained pebbles, it remained at the bottom. Now Buddha said, this much I have done. Now call all your priests, let them come here and pray. Pray, oh pebbles, come up on the surface. Hey butter, you go down. Let me see how it happens. What, sir, you started joking. Is it possible? This is not possible, sir. This is against the law of nature. The pebbles are heavier than water. They are bound to remain at the bottom. They can't float, sir. And the butter is lighter than water. It will keep on floating. It can't go down. Young man, you know so much about the law of nature, and yet you do not want to understand the law of nature applicable to everyone. If your father kept on performing such actions, which were like pebbles and stones, is bound to go down. Who can bring him up? If your father kept on performing actions which are light like butter, is bound to go up. Who will pull down his legs? We don't try to understand our difficulty. We try to depend on somebody. Some invisible power will do something for me. Some invisible power will do something for me. And we do nothing to change our own behavior pattern, our own actions. And that is why one keeps on rolling in misery after misery. The earlier one understands this law of nature, and earlier one starts to live a life in line with this law of nature, the earlier one starts coming out of the ignorance, coming out of the misery, and starts enjoying a good life.